Training camp in the rear view, the regular season on the horizon, and the Argonauts celebrate 150 years in the pursuit to defend the Grey Cup this season. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Keys to the Game. Mike Hogan, Sean Bowen. Kind of the unofficial start for us, Hogan. We've done a couple of them during preseason, but this one is for real as we get set for the regular season and home opener this Sunday, Father's Day, and it all goes down 7 o'clock against our biggest rivals, the Hamilton Ticats. And off the top, we do want to mention the first 10,000 fans inside BMO will be receiving a replica Grey Cup championship ring, so you're going to want to get your hands on those. I know I'm probably going to try to hide a couple for the family. What about yourself? No?
I have the real one.
Oh, you got the real one. I'm still waiting for mine as well. But let's dive into Sunday's matchup. A change at the guard. Number 12, Chad Kelly comes in leading this team. Hoagie, the one thing I want to talk to you the most about, we saw it in the Grey Cup, Chad's versatility, being able to run, being able to throw, kind of separates himself from past quarterbacks of this franchise. What's the biggest thing that you're looking for from number 12 as he takes the helm here for the Toronto Argonauts, leading him into one of their biggest seasons?
I just want to see him be comfortable, right? You know, it's been, aside from the last game, which didn't mean anything in the regular season last year, it's been a long time since he started a meaningful game.
Yeah, it kind of feels almost like it's his unofficial first start.
Yeah, exactly. And for him, it's his first real official start to a game that matters something in the standings. So I want to see him get into a rhythm, get into a groove, use his feet, use his arm, use his brain. We're going to see him be a little bit more demonstrative in his celebrations than Mac was, because he wears his heart on his sleeve. If
That's
something good knows, you'll know about it. If he makes a mistake, you'll know about it as well, just the way that he reacts. So I'm looking for him just get into a rhythm, because when he's going, and we saw that in the preseason game against Ottawa, I know it was against the backups, but when a guy gets any quarterback really gets into a rhythm, they're tough to beat. I just want to see him get into that rhythm, get comfortable not only physically, but mentally as well.
You want to talk about comfort. There's not a lot of changeover from this offense from last year to this year, so that has to bode well for him with guys like Curly Gittens Jr., DeVaris Daniels, A.J. Ouellette, and Andrew Harris as well.
And they all know the system.
Yes.
So it's not. That's one of the most underrated things about this Argo team this year is that all the coaches are back, every one of them, which is, especially after a championship year, is almost unheard of. So they know the system, they know each other. Yes, Kelly took reps with all of these guys last year who are going to be in the starting lineup. So yeah, it's easier to walk into somewhere that you're comfortable with than it is to go into a new situation, whether it's in a football situation or in real life.
Yeah.
There's just that comfort level. So I think he's going to be fine. And yeah, he'll know the receivers around him, and that is a big help. And it's not just that he has receivers he knows. They're pretty good receivers on this roster.
It's like you and I, right? We're comfortable with each other. When they tried to pluck you this offseason, I said, no. I said, you're staying here with us.
I'm not going, Hamilton.
All right, let's talk about the big news of the week, and that's number 3, Jamal Peters, back in double blue. He's
the real deal.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know, and of all of the teams to come back for, if he's good to go on Sunday, it's going to be against Hamilton, a team he had 5 interceptions against in 2 games.
Yeah, including that hat trick too, right?
Which is ridiculous. So yeah, he's back. You know, there were some questions in some fronts. What was the secondary going to be like? And I think maybe it was because we were comparing them to the front 4, which is stupidly good and deep, and then the linebacking core, which is stupidly good and deep.
Yep.
And so was the secondary, but maybe that depth wasn't there with people that fans knew. There's some guys new to the roster, but now with Peters back solidifying the boundary corner spot, they're fine. They were fine to begin with. Now the good just got better.
He brings such a presence here too. I mean, just at practice this afternoon, you could watch him. He's dancing, he's smiling, he's ready to go, and it certainly looks as if he's chomping at the bit, ready to go for Sunday. All right, the last thing we'll talk about, Hamilton, Toronto. Last year we saw Dane Evans and then the 150 other 7 quarterbacks that they dressed in the 4 games that they played us against. Now insert Bo Levi Mitchell. Obviously Hamilton dropping their first game of the regular season. What does Bo bring to the Ticats, and how do the Argos handle Bo Levi?
Bo, I think, is going to go deep, or want to go deep, a lot more than Dane Evans did. That's just his mentality. He's a gunslinger, if you want to use that cliche. And we saw it week 1 against Winnipeg, where they took a lot of deep shots.
Yep.
I don't know how much of that was, determined before the game and how much was predicated by the score, as Winnipeg got up big early. But they didn't hit on any of them, really. If they start hitting on those, then Bo starts getting a little bit of swagger back. I think it's imperative to get some pressure on him the front seven here, front six, however you want to deem it, is really good, and the seventh guy, Pickett's going to go as well.
Yeah.
That's just the MO of Corey Mace. We saw Chris Edwards do it. Pickett's in that role this year, so we'll see that again. But they'll get some pressure on Levi Mitchell. How he reads it, and he's seen every coverage known to CFL quarterbacks, how he reads and reacts and whether he has time to do what he wants to do deep. If he doesn't get time and misses on some deep shots, that plays right into the hands of the Argo defenders. So look for them. If they can get pressure, and even if they don't get sacks, that can result in some turnovers.
All right, quickly, you got a message for our Hamilton fans? We did this all last year. Might as well go again.
Be one of the first people there and see what a Grey Cup ring looks like. Come early, see the Grey Cup banner raised, or at least unveiled to the folks. And, you'll see what one of those looks like, too. I know it's been a while.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Be sure to get there bright and early on Sunday. 7 o'clock kickoff, the banner, the rings, the atmosphere, the excitement. We're finally back. The regular season starts. Home opener, regular season opener, Sunday, 7 o'clock, right at BMO Field.